Aeron Greyjoy is the youngest living son of Lord Euron Greyjoy and the younger brother to Balon Greyjoy, the current Lord of the Iron Islands at the start of the books. As a result of a near-death experience during the Greyjoy Rebellion, he became a priest of the Drowned God. He is sometimes known as Damp Hair as a result of his constant wet hair. He is described as thin, with a beak of a nose, and shorter than his elder brothers. Aeron often wears rough wool robes dyed green, grey and blue, the colours of the Drowned Gods. He never cuts his hair or shaves, his beard falling to below his waist, with seaweed woven in. He carries a water skin filled with seawater to bless those who desire it. Aeron was once an amiable man, fond of songs, ale and women, but his transformation has made him devout to the Drowned God. He is now a bleak, humorous man who views every breath as a gift that is wasted if not used to extol the virtues of following the Drowned God. Aeron, along with his followers, consider him a prophet who can hear the Drowned God. He attributes a discord in the Iron Islands at the start of the story to the hated Storm God. He was the youngest son of Lord Euron Greyjoy's second marriage, making him brother to Balon Greyjoy and uncle to Theon. At the age of 16, he was considered no more than just a drunk who would sing, dance and play pipes. He liked to claim that no man could piss longer or further than him. He once wagered his ship against a small flock of goats that he could put out a fire with his urine. He won, and to the outrage of his lord brother, named the ship the Golden Storm. During the Greyjoy Rebellion, he joined his brothers Victarion and Euron in raiding the mainland. When his ship, the Golden Storm, was sunk during a sea battle with the royal fleet near Fair Isle, in a trap set by Stannis Baratheon, Aeron almost drowned. He was believed to be lost at sea, but washed ashore and was found by a fisherman who led him to Lannisport in chains. He spent the rest of the failed rebellion a captive of the Lannisters. An unknown time later, Aeron was again sunk, this time during a storm. However, he washed up on shore safely and unharmed. This near-death experience caused a spiritual reawakening, and from then on, he dedicated his life to the Drowned God. He became hard, humorless, and lived as a hermit on the beach, spreading the word of their god, and became known primarily by his new name, Damp Hair. The acolytes serving under Aeron, called Drowned Men, do Aeron's bidding without question, and he is greatly respected by the Ironborn in general. He has never failed to resurrect any of his followers with the kiss of life. Aeron fears his brother Euron, for reasons that are not made explicitly clear. He has recurring memories and nightmares of a door with screeching hinges, which he associates with Euron. Some have speculated that he may have been abused as a child by Euron in some way, some even going as far to suggest he was molested by Euron. In the early part of the War of the Five Kings, Robb Stark, king in the north, sends his friend Aeron Greyjoy back to the Iron Islands to negotiate an alliance with Theon's father, Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands. Aeron is sent to bring Theon from Lannisport to Pike. Since Theon has been living for years with the Starks of Winterfell, who worship the old gods, Aeron blesses Theon with seawater. Balon declines Robb's alliance offer, and Aeron attends the War Council, where the Ironborn plan to attack the north. Aeron later accompanies Theon during these attacks on the stony shore, and he blesses Theon's new longship. When Aeron, along with Theon, take Benfred Tallheart captive during the ambush of the Wild Hares, Aeron commands that he be sacrificed to the Drowned God after Tallheart refuses to be questioned. While Theon goes on to attack Winterfell, Aeron heads back to the Iron Islands. This is the last we see of him until the fourth book, A Feast for Crows, where he is now a POV character. After the War of Five Kings, Aeron has returned back to his duties as a priest of the Drowned God. When he informs his brother Balon of Theon's defeat at Winterfell and his supposed death, Aeron argues with his brother when he decrees that he intends to name his daughter Asha as his heir. While performing the Kiss of Life on the shores of Great Wick, he is informed that his oldest brother, Balon, has fallen to his death on Pike. Later, at Hammon, he is then also told that another older brother, Euron Greyjoy, has claimed the Seastone Chair. After preaching at villages and holdfasts on Great Wick, Aeron rests in a driftwood shelter made by his followers at Pebbleton and rejects their call for him to claim the Seastone Chair, being one of Balon's siblings. Fearing Euron will bring ruin to the Ironborn, he calls for a Kingsmoot to choose Balon's successor. The Ironborn captains answer Aeron's summons. On the shores of Naga's Cradle, Aeron blesses and prays with his preferred candidate, his third brother, Victarion, whom he knows will continue Balon's traditional ways. While the captains feast and drink, Aeron consumes only fish and water, and he departs when Euron ridicules his piety. The Damp Hair begins the Kingsmoot proceedings and listens to the claims of Lord Gilbert Farwind, Eric Ironmaker, Lord Dunstan Drum, Victarion and Asha. He is shocked when the captains impress with Euron's dragon horn, which he claims can control a dragon, as well as other bold claims. Instead, choose Euron as Balon's successor. Aeron asks Victarion to help him oppose Euron, but Victarion submits to the new king. Aeron then announces his plans to rouse the small folk of the Iron Islands against the godless Euron, and he disappears the next day. Euron and Victarion lead the Ironborn in attacking the Reach. During a dance with dragons, Asha Greyjoy, Aeron's niece, learns that he's not been seen for many weeks, since the Kingsmoot. But Aeron's followers claim he is hiding on Great Wick and will soon emerge with the wrath of the drowned god. But many believe that Euron has had Aeron killed. Now, what follows is from the Winds of Winter, the sample chapters, so this information is subject to change, albeit, I suspect, minor. Aeron is revealed to have been captured after the Kingsmoot by Euron and chained up in the hold of his ship, the Silence. Euron forces him to drink Shade of the Evening. Aeron remembers how Euron used to abuse him. On Oakenshield, Aeron encounters Feyla Flowers. When she feeds him during his imprisonment, Feyla believes Euron will make her his salt wife, and her sons will come before Euron's other base-born children. Aeron warns her to flee, but she refuses. He is later taken to capture an island castle located near the Arbor. Several of Euron's lieutenants feast as dozens of bodies of the castle's former occupants hang from the rafters. All take turns mocking Aeron before taking him back to the Silence, where Euron commands that his brother be tied to the prow of the ship as Euron sails to meet the Red Wine fleet. A pregnant and naked Feyla is tied next to him, her tongue cut out. Now, like many characters this series has looked at, Aeron is missing from the show for all intents and purposes. He, on a few occasions, appeared briefly. However, I'm not totally sure with certainty that we can even be sure this person is Aeron, as he's never mentioned on screen by name, only the actor's IMDb, but the show's version appears first during Season 6 to oversee the Kingsmoot. However, it's very clear this version of Aeron has a very different relationship with Euron, as he seems to willingly crown him after the Kingsmoot. During Season 8, Euron tells Yara Greyjoy that himself, Yara and Theon are the last living Greyjoys. This implies two things: that Euron had killed Aeron off screen, or this character is not really Aeron Greyjoy and just a nameless stand-in. There is a third option, however, that maybe this line is a simple oversight from the showrunners, which would really not surprise me at all. As always, thanks for watching, and if you made it this far, liking and subscribing would be great.